That's right. I'm at the SEMA show. Let's go inside. So for those of you that may not know, the SEMA show, SEMA, stands for Specialty Equipment Manufacturing Association. And it is, I think, maybe one of the largest trade shows in the world here at the Las Vegas Convention Center, which is the largest convention center in the United States. And the SEMA show literally is anything having to do with cars. So car parts of any kind, car accessories, anything related to cars, on-road, off-road, trucks, any of that stuff, anybody that makes anything that's related to cars, they are here at this show. So whether it's companies, they look like they are a shipping and distribution company. These are AC units and electronic things for cars. And then of course all these different manufacturers and whatnot, they've got cars to display, like, oh, here's RC cars. So any kind of RC car you could imagine of any size. And then this is fun. You can demo RC cars and trucks over here. So you see them over here. So RC cars and coatings, garage floor coatings. So I think you get the idea. And there's motors and motor parts and wheels and tires and electronic things, exhaust systems, anything at all having to do with cars, it's at the SEMA show. This car was at the Wynn Concours, and it is, again, attracting an awful lot of attention. Full custom build. What a beauty. This is a very long car. And then
Still on, she'll be on
Porsche race car. And this Chevelle's getting a lot of attention. Another really stunning build. The attention to detail here is crazy. 69 Chevelle. The paint is stunning, excuse me. I didn't know what kind of color you would call this, but it's one of those paint colors that kind of changes depending on the angle. Twin turboed. Yeah, this is a beauty. This is out in the lobby of the main hall. They've got a stage over here that they do interviews. They've got a couple of cars out here for display, and they're blasting music that guarantees this video is going to get flagged by YouTube. Look at this. What a beautiful wagon. Let's take a look under the hood. Look at that. Wow. 55 Chevy Nomad. Awesome bug. Ooh, nice. 70 CUDA. Very nice. Oh, this is This is different. Like a racer Chevy. Yeah, foreign BMW. JDM style, even off-road stuff like this with all the tricked out lights on it. So even in between the buildings, oh nice, McLaren. So even in between the buildings, there are all kinds of displays of things to see. Okay, now over on this side, we got a lot of background noise here. Here's a lot of companies on this aisle here that do wraps. And so they've got cars up here that they're wrapping live, and they're wrapping this Bugatti in this insane, crazy wrap.
Elizabeth's wonderful. She oversees our training staff.
You see this side over here, them
when they come back to St. Paul,
working on that.
allows them to understand the next level that
But on a Bugatti, no less. Over here in the car care section and wrap section and film section, there's always lots of extremely cool cars. I want to stop and look at this little guy. I don't even know what kind of car that is, but it's pretty cool. I'm always envious of those guys that do these videos and they instantly know what all of these cars are. And that's just not me. I don't know. Missing the rest of that car. But over here we're doing wraps again. They're wrapping a Ferrari here. Look at that, kind of a metallic red. And then got a beautiful Aston Martin out here in front. See, at least I knew that one. That is a beautiful, beautiful color. And then over here, a GT3 RS. So this company is all wraps, PPF. I don't know how new of a trend it is, but a lot of this PPF now has color, so it's not just a vinyl wrap. It is PPF. Now over in this booth, this is car care products, buffers, stuff like that. But they've got one of Dave Kindig's Corvette builds here. These are just stunning builds. And it's one of those, as long as money is no object for you, this is a good one. That is just a beautiful, beautiful car. More from the vinyl wrap, PPF, and window tint side. Beautiful Bugatti. And then along with the Bugatti, there is this McLaren Senna over here. Interesting black sparkle finish on that. But you can't miss the Senna. That's a beautiful car. Okay, now here's something you don't see very often. And that is a Hennessy. And man, this is stunning. This, I'm guessing, is the Hennessy Venom. Wow, that is really, really nice. And there are Lambos all over the place and being used not only to demonstrate wraps on, but this finished work. Wow, that is really pretty. Interesting color. I can't really tell you what that color is, but it looks great on this STO. It's just a color combination you don't really see. So over here in the wrap section, see all these manufacturers got these spectacular booths here showing off what they have. Like I said, doing live wraps or just partial wraps just so you can see what they've got going, but they're just all over and everybody's doing wraps, and they have these spectacular cars to demonstrate on. That was Porsche over there, McLaren over here, they're wrapping Teslas over there, and they got a couple of, oh, they got a Tesla over here, look at that. Hot rodded Tesla. That's pretty cool looking. And this BMW right in front. Wide bodied. That is pretty cool looking. Gigantic wing on the back of that. Ran into this beauty at one of these booths here. Another full custom build. Look at the engine bay on this. Man, that is insane. Look at the fins going down the side of this. Boy, that is a nice looking build. There's a Ford Pavilion over here, and they brought motors, supercharged 5.0-liter Coyote, or the Raptor R crate engine. But down here they've got what they call the Megazilla. More crate engines, 612 horsepower crate engine. Another Coyote. Really like all these motors that they brought, but then there's all kinds of other Ford stuff here. Another nice Bronco build over here. And then over here they brought a beautiful brand new Mustang. They call this a Ford Performance Project vehicle. So it's a base vehicle with a Whipple supercharger. So you're 800 horsepower or more. That's pretty cool. But all around here, all kinds of brand new Ford vehicles. Big Raptor truck out here in front. These things are monsters. So great Ford Pavilion. Wanted to get over and show you this. This is not at the Ford Pavilion, but this is the new Mustang GTD. And I gotta tell you, in person, it's a lot more impressive, I think, than the pictures and stuff I've seen online. Plus, they've got this completely tricked out. I don't know if that's paint or wrap, but I gotta tell you, this is a stunner in person. This is a proper race car, but I'm glad there's one here. I've only seen one before, and that was in somebody's shop, but being able to see this live in person, this is really, really impressive. I mean, inside, it still looks like a Mustang. It's got cup holders. But this is, you know, when you get these all tricked out the way you want when you order them, this is, you know, I think you're pushing $500,000. I think the base on these is $350,000, I think. So this is an expensive car, but the reviews are in, and they all say it's worth it. So there is a brand new Mustang GTD. Now here's a section that I've been looking for, tracked it down. This is the Battle of the Builders section. So this is where car builders build things that they bring here to compete. And these cars are always absolutely stunning. Look at this K5 Blazer Resto mod. Wait till you see what's under the hood. So the Battle of the Builder stuff, it's everything too. I mean, here's, you know, Resto mod pickup trucks. But some of the cars, like this Impala Hot Rod, they're just spare no expense builds. Absolutely stunning. And as you can see, very crowded. This is a very cool looking low rider build. It's kind of cool canvas flaps that roll down over the back end of this, where you see all the air ride stuff. That is pretty cool looking. And a lot of trucks this year. All Resto mod kind of things. And some full customs like this beauty. That is just gorgeous. Incredible paint. Of course, the video never does justice to these things. You can't see the subtlety of some of these colors. Nice Corvette 63 split window build. Plush. Nice decoration in the back. Kinds of fake money laying around back there. But, beautiful build. Let's see if we can see some more of these cars. Look at this.
This is my first full one-off interior as far as me doing the design work and everything like that. So did all the carpet work.
A little bit more out here in the Battle of the Builders. Look at this BMW build. That is not your typical BMW. That is wild. And another truck build over here. These C10s are so popular. Beautiful paint. A nice Mustang build. Kind of a Eleanor-inspired GT500 build. Beautiful paint. But these Battle of the Builder cars, they're as close to perfect as you can get. Look at that. Man, that is a good looking car. So that is the Battle of the Builders corner here at SEMA 2025. Nice Porsche GT3. Love the Gulf livery. That's one of my favorite race car liveries ever. to show you this full custom build. Started with, I don't know if that's 55 or 56 Chevy. One of you guys could say, you're probably screaming at your computer right now saying, that's a 55, you dummy, or a 56, you dummy. Because I don't know, I just know it's not a 57. But what a beautiful build. The color on this is just spectacular. Full custom interior. Awesome engine bay. This is just a spectacular looking car. Beautiful. Okay, now this section of the SEMA show is super popular because this is sound systems. So these are all cars that are showing off their sound systems. Another guaranteed way to get my videos flagged here on YouTube. But a beautiful build. But this is all about sound systems. Like for instance, look in here.
Check it out inside.
This is all sound system. Let's go around the back and I'll show you what that looks like here. Even for bikes. Yeah, it's really loud over here. And that's the sound system on that bike right there. So the sound system section here of the SEMA show is it's mind-boggling. Okay, not just cars. We got bikes at SEMA, and I wanted to stop at this corner and show you some of what is over here, because the bikes are just as impressive as the cars are. Really spectacular builds, and you saw in one of the other videos from the sound section the sound systems they put into these things, but the bikes are just gorgeous, and there's quite a few of them. I'll try to grab some more footage of bikes as we go along. Actually, right across the aisle over here we got more bikes. Beautiful paint, tons of carbon fiber, big sound systems.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper and everything up in the magazine.
So it's not just cars, we got bikes too. Got to see this Mustang build, 69 Mach 1, built by Vinny's Hot Rods, I think. But look at that attention to detail. Let's back out and get the whole look here. That is a stunner. Beautiful paint on this too. But you expect that. You know, I don't know how much money they've got into this, but it's a lot. So for that much money, you want proper paint job. Wow, that is a really cool looking build. And we got race cars too. So kind of everything. Again, race cars, proper drag cars, and this John Force car over here. So we got race cars as well as every other kind of car. Monster.
Seek those out.
I wanted to show you this Ford hot rod build. This is just about perfect. Look at that interior. That is a proper hot rod right there. What a stunning car. Very nice. And right behind it, brand new Shelby. I'm wondering if this is the Super Snake build. Look how wide that is in the hips back there. Yep, it's the Super Snake. That is spectacular. I don't even know what booth I'm in here. Oh, this is Mother's Car Care Products booth. And then right behind it is this custom charger.
Yeah, he's got like 150.
Let's go to the engine bay. Look at the engine bay on this.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I mean, they exist.
That is a stunner.
Fluffy's got 200.
And getting a lot of attention. And right across from that is the Factory 5 booth. They make Cobras and things like that. They got a couple of nice Daytonas. Oh, I saw this yesterday. This Daytona is something special. Beautiful build. Love this color. Not your typical Daytona build, but this is Factory 5. So if you can afford it, you can have anything that you want. And they've got the Cobras, Daytonas. They've got a hot rod truck on display over here. Oh yeah, let's get up front. Look at that. That is pretty. And then this hot rod right up here in front. Another beautiful custom. If you like that open wheel stuff, man, that is a beauty. Even a hardtop Cobra over here. You don't see those too often, but I kind of like them. Hardtop Cobra. This is an interesting section because these are all cars that have been converted to electric. So this whole corner of the show is all electric conversions. Teslas, of course. You got a Chevelle up there that converted. You got a Jeep Wagoneer over here that's been converted. They've got Honda right there. They've got a little bit of everything, but these are all converted to electric. And I saw this yesterday. Let's hit it. It's a 69 Mach 1. And as is very popular, all the patina on the car. But this is an electric conversion. So it's very cool looking, beat up 69, nice wheels on it, but converted to electric. And then for your full custom build, here is this Mustang. Look how pretty that is. And again, a full electric conversion here. 508 horsepower. Wonder what kind of range it gets over here. Over here is Honda Racing. And so they brought a stack of race cars here that are absolutely gorgeous. Look at the size of the wing on that thing. That's not the only race car. Love the wrap on that, that's fun. And then this. That is gorgeous. And beautiful little Integra build. Great paint on that. Very nice. And then, of course, there's this. This is their Indy car. From what year? 2025. That is cool. They've even got Honda off-road racing over there too. So Honda is here big time. I'm going to show you a couple of really cool Volkswagen builds. Luggage rack on top, great wheels on that. And kind of still a semi-stock interior, which I kind of like that. But super clean build. Very, very nice. And I like this old VW pickup truck set up as a Schwinn bike carrier. That is very cool looking. But there's a couple of others that I wanted to show you over here too. This got a lot of attention over here. Almost kind of a rat rod Volkswagen. And I'd say that's been modified just a little bit. But a very rat rod interior with the suicide doors. That is a very cool looking build. And another absolutely slammed Volkswagen over here. The body all patinaed out, dented, banged up. But this is a popular build. And they've got some real voodoo going on back there in the back. I can't even see everything back there. And it's right-hand drive too. Kind of nice touch. Pop-up front windshield. Yeah, kind of a rat rod Volkswagen. Okay, finally found this. I've been looking for it. This is the Ring Brothers. If you know anything about cars, you know the Ring Brothers. This is their Mustang build. They call it Kingpin. And if you know the Ring brothers, then you know that this is a no expense spared car. Absolutely beautiful. This is like custom car building perfection.
Right.
I like the Ring brothers stuff, but that is a real beauty right there. Another car getting a lot of attention. This full custom Malibu SS build. Shaved door handles. Beautiful interior. Let's go up front. Oh yeah. That is nice. Beautiful custom build. Doing a drop top too. That's kind of nice. We see the hard tops all the time, but that is a very cool looking car. Gotta be another one of my favorite builds here. This is 69 Ford Torino, but this full custom build. Look how beautiful that is. Yeah, the video can't do it justice, but 69 Torino, full custom. Okay, I'm now over in the South Hall, if you know the convention center, and this is the wheel and tire section. So it's all, well, wheels and tires. But they got some amazing stuff to show off their work, like this Ferrari Pro Sangue custom build. And this is just amazing. Blue tinted carbon fiber. Custom paint or wrap, I don't know which. And vintage Bugatti over here. And of course, the Lambos. For sale. Showing off wheels and tires. Look at these wheels. And all the custom touches. Nice roof scoop, big wing on the back. Beautiful Ferrari build with a matte wrap on it. Looks like, I don't know if they come painted this way, but that's pretty great wheels too. And then there's this Rolls-Royce. Gigantic wheels. Incredible over the top, off the hook interior. This is a stunner, and it's getting a lot of attention. Nice, they went crystal for that spirit of ecstasy there. Crazy. Amazing build, wide body kit.
Just the colors.
Wow, that is nuts. Well, this is as much of the SEMA show as I could possibly show you in a video. There's far more that I can't show you. It's just too big to even explain. So hopefully one of these days you get to go to the SEMA show and see for yourself. It's well worth doing at least once in your lifetime. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you in the next video.